Hi guys, I am here today with actress, blogger, vlogger, author and recording artist. I feel like I might have missed one out then.
Oh, I've lost track, so I don't know.
Carrie Hope Fletcher.
Hello, hi.
How are you?
Pleasure, yeah, good, well, thank you.
We're here today to ask you some of your fan questions. I put out on Instagram and Twitter some questions for you about your album.
Great.
And let's dive into it.
Go for it.
Right, Jazzy Jane 007
Good username.
wants to know what your dream role would be.
My dream role, I have always wanted to be Green, I've always wanted to play Elphaba. But it's just amazing how many new musicals are sort of surfacing over, or have been surfacing over the last few years. I'd love to play Veronica Sawyer in Heathers. I'd love to play Jenna one day in Waitress. You know, there's Disney princesses popping up left, right, and centre now that Frozen's out. So you know, I'd love to be Elsa. Who knows? Who knows what's on the horizon? But those are just a few.
Let It Go is on your album.
It is. I know.
So
putting the feelers out.
Be your audition song. Alice Woodward wants to know what your favourite song is on the album.
Favourite song on the album? Ooh, it might actually be Let It Go. Let It Go and Just Keep Moving the Line.
Okay.
Because Just Keep Moving the Line is a type of song I've never really sung before. It's kind of very like jazzy and sophisticated and sultry, and I've never kind of strayed that way before. So it's really weird listening to it back and sort of knowing it's me, but being like, oh, that sounds like a me that no one's heard before.
Okay. Emma Shearer wants to know what's the biggest lesson you've learned during the process of recording this album.
Ooh, that's an interesting question.
Anything about yourself that it's taught you, maybe?
I feel like I'm sort of coming more out of my comfort zone, and have been for the last few months, especially with stuff like recording an album, because it's not necessarily something that I would have chosen to do had I been left to my own devices. It was with a lot of encouragement from other people, because if I was left to my own devices, I would, you know, sit in a dressing room somewhere, do a show, and then escape home to a little hovel somewhere and never come out during the day. So it's taken a lot of encouragement from different people to kind of come out my comfort zone. And I'm enjoying the results of it, and I feel like especially over the last year, I've become a very different person, or I feel like I've sort of come into my own over the last year, and I feel like this album and the concerts are a product of that.
Okay, coming out of your shell.
Yeah.
She also asked, would you consider writing your own music in the future for another album?
Definitely, yeah. I felt like this was sort of testing the water a little bit, because I'm very self-critical. I'm my own worst critic. So I never feel like anything I write is good enough. There's maybe 2 songs in the hundreds that I've written over my lifetime that I actually like and wouldn't mind having recorded professionally somewhere. So this is sort of testing the water and seeing how the process works, whether I enjoy the process, what the reaction's going to be. And I'm also just one of these people where I'm like, no one wants to listen to that. And I have to like get encouragement from other people to be like, no, people do want to listen to it. It's just you who doesn't want to listen to it. I liken listening to myself back like someone taking a cheese grater to my soul. That's what I said in recording. I was like, listening to myself back, it feels like someone's just rubbing a cheese grater against my soul. So that's how I feel about myself. And so it takes a lot of encouragement from other people to be like, no, that's just you.
I find that listening back to videos, I think, do I really sound that gay? So Sammy 94 asks if you could only sing one more song for the rest of your life.
Oh my
what would
lord.
it be?
Oh, that's really, really hard. I feel like it'd have to be a Disney song, just because I love singing Disney. Maybe Part of Your World from Little Mermaid, because I get such joy from singing that song. I do love that song a lot.
It's a good one. That Teenage Dirtbag says, who would you want to play you in the musical of your life?
Ooh, can I play me in the musical of my life? I am an actress and a singer after all.
I guess so.
You know?
What about if it had to be someone else?
If it had to be someone else, I would get Celinda Shoemaker to play me, because she's a lot hotter than I am, and I would love for people to think that I actually look like that.
Layla Goulat wants to know, what was your favourite musical as a child?
Ooh, that's a good question. Probably Mary Poppins. I was in it as a child, but before that I just loved the movie. It's just such a magical film, and the music is incredible, and just the story's amazing. And I just remember being really like transported by that musical, and I remember like feeling emotional about it when I was a child, like to the extent that I get emotional about it now when I watch it back, because everyone watches it thinking it's about the children, and when you watch it now you realise that it's actually about Mr. Banks.
Yeah.
And it's got so many layers to it, and it's just such an incredible film. And having been in the show, I've got such my appreciation for it was renewed when I was in it as a kid. And it's
Mr. Banks was a great film as well.
Saving Mr. Banks is an incredible film.
And the new one that's coming out.
Yeah, I'm so excited about it.
When is it coming out? Is there a date?
I think there is a date. Possibly. I'm very excited about it whenever it is.
I am.
Yeah.
I love Emily Blunt.
Me too.
And finally, XX Tabula Rasa XX.
Sure.
What has been your favourite film from the last year?
My favourite film from the last year? That's a really good question. I saw a lot of films when I was on tour with the Addams Family, and I think I really loved Spider-Man Homecoming. Really enjoyed that. And what else did I see that I loved? Wonder Woman was great as well. I was really surprised by Wonder Woman because I'm such a Marvel girl that went to see DC's Wonder Woman. I thought that was great. I came out feeling really empowered by that. I know that's like a really cliche thing to say because it's Wonder Woman. It's that's kind of what she stands for, and that was what they were going for. But I think I was just very pleasantly surprised by it.
Great. Well, thank you so much for answering these questions.
Pleasure. Thank you for asking them.
Good luck with your album, When the Curtain Falls,
Yeah.
which is out on the 30th of March.
It is indeed.
I will put a link in the description below to where you can pre-order the album. Also, Carrie's concerts at Cadogan Hall on the 31st and the 1st of April.
That's the one.
There are a few tickets left.
There are
for
indeed.
the 4 shows.
Yes.
I'll put a link to that below as well. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel because we're filming a few videos with Carrie today. There is another video coming which talks all about the album, and another one where Carrie is about to play a quick-fire question game, knowing me, knowing you. So you can check that out as well. So make sure you subscribe to know when they go live. Thank you very much.
Pleasure, thank you.